Your challenge is to use what you know about contour lines and creating varied line weights to create a greeting card that will be engraved and cut out on a laser cutter. It is essential that you use neat, crisp lines and different line weights. Review the procedures and the directions. At the bottom of the assignment page, I have provided 6 different card templates that you can use. You'll be adding your ink line drawing to this card. Review each of the templates and choose one of the 6. Or you can choose to create your very own original design by tracing the ink drawing and cutting out that shape. First, use your 2H pencil to lightly draw your design within a 5x7 area. It might be helpful to actually draw this 5x7 rectangle so you know the size of your drawing. Then carefully trace your pencil lines with your inking pens. It's important to use varied line weights. The laser cutter will pick up these detailed lines and really emphasize your understanding of the ability to communicate form with different line thickness. You only need to add the contours, which are just the outline of these shapes. However, I'm going to start adding some hatching marks to start communicating value. The laser is really good at picking up these small, tiny, thin lines, and so I think that'll look really cool in the end product. Retrace all your lines and finalize their line weight. Erase all pencil marks, make sure your paper is perfectly clean. Then I'm going to come down the hallway to our printer scanner. Select ID number and log in using your ID number, the same as your lunch. Choose Scan, Scan to Email. Carefully open the top and place your sketch face down to the top left corner. Close the lid and type Settings, and I'm going to choose 400 JPEG. That way I get the highest quality image of my drawing. Now it's done scanning. Remember to collect your drawing, choose Log Out, and close the lid. If you don't have access to a scanner, I'm going to get next to a great light source like window light. Angle your drawing towards that light so you don't cast a shadow on it. Now I'm actually going to use the Notes application, not the camera. Choose the camera icon at the top right and select Scan Documents. This will scan your drawing instead of just taking a picture of it. Basically, it's going to help you eliminate shadows and imperfections on the page. Once you select the shutter button, drag the corners in to only select the part of the image that you need in your scan. Once you're done, select Keep Scan at the bottom right, and then choose Save. Click the Share button at the top right, and we're going to select Save to Files. I'm going to create a new folder in my iCloud drive for my Art Foundations class. I'm going to select that folder and choose Save. If you are using one of the provided card templates, come back to the assignment and scroll to the bottom of the page. Select the corresponding SVG file to the template that you would like to use. It will download and go to your Downloads folder. Now we're going to open up the Adobe Illustrator application. We're going to create a new custom file size and title it Your First and Last Name Valentine. Then we're going to change the units to inches and make it 19 by 11 because that's the size of the laser cutter. You'll see an image icon at the bottom left. I'm going to insert File and locate the downloaded card template from my downloaded folder. It's going to appear. I'm going to position on the middle, and if you open up layers on the top right, I'm going to call this layer Card Shape. Then I'm going to lock this layer so I don't mess it up and create a new layer to insert the image of my drawing. To rename your layers, you just swipe from the right to the left and you can then title it. Then I'm going to select Insert again and locate where I have my scanned document. Here's my drawing, and I'm going to rescale it to fit on my card template. Notice as I drag over, the white space of my page is covering up the cut of the card shape. So I need to reorder my layers. So I have to unlock my card shape and drag the layer order by just holding down with my finger and pulling down on my layer order. Now you can see that's not going to affect the cut of the card. Now I'm going to select a new layer to add my text. You could have hand drawn this text on your sketch, but I chose to just add this later using Illustrator fonts. So I'm going to use the type tool on the left, tap once on your screen, and type in your message. With the text selected, I can choose the Properties option at the top right and scale down the size of my font. I'm going to fix my typo using the text tool again, just selecting inside the text box, and then I'm going to go back to Properties and start scaling the font and choosing font styles that match the style of my drawing. I can change the spacing in between the letters, and also in between the lines of text. This is tracking and kerning. I'm going to position my text, and this last step is extremely important. Select your text and then create a shape out of the text by using this Create Outlines tool. If you choose to do your own custom shape for your card, let's first get rid of the card template. And I'm going to hide my text for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace the turtle, so I cut out a turtle shaped card. So I'm going to use the pencil tool. I'm going to select the fill color and make it no fill. I'm going to change the stroke to red. Then I'm going to carefully zoom in. If you get this message, can't edit layer, you have to create a new layer for your cut path. So I'm going to call this layer cut. And now I can trace along the path and carefully outline where I want this to actually cut. If you make any mistakes, you can always grab the direct selection arrow, that's the second arrow down from the left, and reposition these points and also modify the handles. Now I'm going to select the entire path with the direct selection tool, and now I'm going to increase the stroke width. So select the entire path, and you can drag it in the contextual menu or in properties. If you scroll down to properties under stroke, you can choose which direction it actually thickens. I want it to go out to create an offset cut. Then I'm going to grab the object tool and say create stroke outline. This is now a filled shape instead of a stroke or a path. So then I can revert this just to an outline shape, which gives me a double line. I'm going to select the interior line and just select the trash can to delete it or remove it. To take this one step further, I'm going to mirror the entire design. That way it's going to open up like a card, and I'm going to attach the other side to the tail. However, if you notice, the image right now, if I were to open this regularly, would be on the back side. So I need to basically create the left side as the back. So I'm going to select everything, unlock the drawing as well, and mirror the entire design. The mirror tool is at the bottom. And I'm going to mirror it, and you can choose the angle in which to mirror this. I'm going to create an angle that basically allows me to connect the back foot to the tail. So I'm trying to drag this in an angle that is parallel to those two edges. Now I have to select my mirror repeat in layers, select object, and select expand, and then also release clipping mask. Now I have two separate objects that are mirrored images of each other that I can re-drag and reposition. Notice the one image is on top, so I can re-drag the order in layers to make sure that I have the right one on top of the other. I actually don't need the left image because this would be the back of my Valentine's Day card. So I'm going to just expand the layer group and locate the image and swipe from right to left and delete it. Now I can carefully reposition it so it's going to act like a hinge on a card. I'm going to make sure that it's overlapping on both areas just a little bit. And now I'm going to clean up some of my layers a little bit more. And I'm going to drag out both paths, so I have the left and the right path, and then I have the right image of my drawing of the turtle on the right hand side. Everything else is just left over from ungrouping this mirrored command. Now I'm going to lock the image so I don't affect it, and I'm going to select both of the paths. I'm going to open up the Shape Builder tool and select Combine All. Notice the overlap is now gone, so as the laser comes across this path, it's only going to trace where the red line is located. Select Share and choose the format SVG, that is important. I can then select Save to Files and put it back in my Art Foundations folder. Now I'm ready to upload the SVG to the Turn-In folder on Schoology. So go back to the assignment in Schoology. Once you've located the assignment, select Submit and upload your final SVG titled Your First and Last Name Valentine.